Hello! This is Yahweasel.
And Malo, let's play
Nil World, in which nihilism reigns.
Yep. So I was gonna say I think this game is making me sweaty, and then I looked over the temperature in my room, and it's 75 Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So
So you're dead.
yeah. So I think it is this game making me sweaty.
So, incidentally, we have decided that in the interest of not torturing everyone involved, only Malo, we're going to save, at the door to Bowser, assuming that he still has 2 capes at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's just getting, he's obviously proved he can get there, he will get there again, let's not, let's not
show it
wait every time.
This is a high value, though.
It's a very high value. This is the highest value you've faced in this room.
Yeah, that felt like a very high value. I got hit several times there, but then didn't. Nope, and there it goes back to normal. Back to some smaller value, presumably, just by statistics.
Yeah, well, that is true. It is just random, and it can't really go that much higher than it was, so...
It's not low here, but it's lower.
I like the description of it as normal.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. Let's
okay.
Save state. Okay. You're totally ready. I foresee no way of failing here.
Crying baby outside. Perfect.
I now don't
Ambiance.
have my hand on the controller, because I no longer have any need to change anything. I just need to be able to get to the load state button. So I'm just gonna sit here and eat my ridiculously spicy pickled green beans. Because I am a professional. Whoa, that was dangerous.
I didn't think that I was getting hit by him. Woo!
Bravo.
Look at the... Well, no, that was not a bravo. That was pure, incompetence that led to that.
But you did get both your cape and not hit by the thing.
Yeah, but I don't know how. Woo!
Nice! How did that not hit?
It hit just below his head.
Oh, did it? Okay, it hit the lip. How obnoxious.
Get off! I can't even hit him.
You managed to place him exactly in a position that you can't
This is gonna be
him.
horrible, actually.
Well,
okay, he went the wrong way.
Leave.
Thankfully. He just decided to go. Oh, I should not have moved there. No, well, that's fine.
Didn't matter. What a familiar situation!
Uh-huh.
I don't think I've ever seen exactly this situation before. I should, so since you proved you can get into this situation,
No.
save state there. Go. When I saw that spin jump be way too early, it was like immediate. Have you forgotten to sipate at all?
It's just habit. It's hard to break a habit.
It's hard to watch Mario die and then press a button.
It's hard to even remember that in the moment, it's hard for me to even remember that I'm supposed to be watching Mario die. Because everything, when everything's still on the screen, or when I'm still on the screen, everything looks normal. And then sometimes I forget that bad things are happening.
See, that's what you're becoming dependent on the cape because it allows you to not sipate.
Yeah.
And you need to.
I'm 100% dependent on the cape, and that is a problem. But
yeah, you need to.
But I'm not going to solve that anytime
yourself
soon.
Of that dependency. It is preventing you from sipating correctly.
You know what I'm going to do here?
Cry.
That.
Classy.
I mean, I had the capes.
Yes, indeed.
So really that meant nothing, but...
But it was classy. Quite dependent on the cape.
Damn right I am.
Say that without even any shame. See, no sapating, even with the cape.
There was sapating there. There was sapating, it just wasn't enough. That's... This is impatience. No, the bowling ball I did, it just wasn't enough. So yeah, the feather is that problem again where, like, I see myself get it and then don't even think that I need to wait longer before I actually get it.
You're not sapating ever.
That's not true, I'm just not sapating all of the time.
You're currently working out in your head how to make a little adapter device that you can plug into your joystick that will add positive input latency and thus cancel the whole effect.
You know what I think I'm trying to do? Is fucking do consistently that makes sense to me.
Right. Because it's easier than sapating or anticipating.
Yes, exactly.
Spinning away
Which I feel like is a pretty standard sort of like speedrun strategy.
Yeah, exactly. The way that you get good at any, good in the sense of, just repeatable rather than actually having any fun at any game is you memorize everything to the point where it's muscle memory. And of course, if this was basically muscle memory, it wouldn't matter what input latency there was. You would still need to know something, because it does have randomness, it can't be pure muscle memory, but input latency wouldn't matter. Oh, that was fun. Just canceled out that first round there. Silence.
Ask me to talk right now.
Yeah, I should be talking. You're a little bit distracted. Remember, he hovers over you, so you need to...
I know.
You tried to anticipate. I want to talk. I want to be doing commentary. That's my job here, but it's very exciting. Well,
I mean, exciting is one word for
it. It's amazing how quickly the excitement can just sort of wane. Getting a heck of a lot better.
There.
Yeah, you're getting a heck of a lot better at dealing with the cannonballs or whatever they're supposed to be. Yes! That yesing was about the very good sapating, of course. Ooh, this is tough. Nice!
Nice.
Well, I mean, obviously...
I'm getting better.
Yeah, you didn't win there, but you are adapting to the crap factor.
I think part of the problem was the changing values before this section. It's a lot harder to get used to.
Practice with a particular... Yeah.
It's a lot harder to get used to this battle without doing it multiple times in a row at this latency.
Yeah, that's understandable. Which is to say, I've cheated for you by...
Okay, that's not what I saw happen, but...
Although I would...
Really? Of course.
I would like to mention that when I beat it with this input latency, I did not save state there. Although, like we said, I did have a consistent input latency to the entire Bowser castle and fight, so...
Yeah. You might also be better at this battle than me. Or maybe you're just better at being patient. Maybe I'm just more impatient than I realized.
This is my favorite.
See, the reason I go all the way to the left there is just because of timing. because I don't, because he's at the left at the wrong, like Bowser is at the left at the wrong. Like if I'm a little further to the right, then Bowser is in a bad location.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
This is unfortunate. Well, that had to happen.
Yep. There was not many other options there. Well, I've missed him a whole bunch of times in a row now.
Yeah, you missed him a lot. You are getting good practice on how not to hit Bowser.
Stop it, Mecha Koopa. Yeah, I didn't... At that point, it was like, I better just sacrifice both of them.
Yeah, rather than whatever twiddling about Boozer was gonna do. Well, bye.
So I did suppate, but it wasn't enough. That's sort of a running theme for me.
It does seem to be.
There's like, I'm giving it maybe a quarter second, and it needs a half a second.
I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have set it up so that I could put on positive or negative input latency.
Oh. Yes.
So,
yes, you should have.
At a flash, it would go from half a second of negative input latency to half a second of positive input latency, and suddenly you go from sipating by half a second to anticipating by half a second. Now I really need to go to Edom Online and look up the actual etymology of anticipating.
Anticipate!
Because, I mean, you know, there are these words that happen to start with what appears to be a prefix by total coincidence, and it's very hard to imagine what anticipating is against.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of a word.
Is that a good place to be?
Nope. But this is.
This isn't a familiar situation.
Nope. Well, I've seen it. We've seen it like once before.
I think once, yeah.
So now sipating is even more critical.
Yep.
Okay, run into the bowling ball and then jump.
You did hit the side of the Boozer copter there, so that was slightly dangerous.
Well, this mode of playing is dangerous.
Well,
I don't think I've hit him once in this form yet.
Oh, you mean across all plays?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, yeah, you certainly haven't. I don't know. I think no.
I've not hit him once in this form yet.
Yeah, because I don't think you've gotten a high enough throw.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Flawless victory.
I'm meditating right now. I'm meditating on how much I hate Yahweasel.
At this point, this is the last episode regardless. I'm not going to have like 6 episodes of fighting the boss, so I might cut things out, or it might just be like an hour-long episode. We'll see. I mean, if I'm going to cut things out or fast forward, then we've already been in fast forward for a while now. But the alternative is that this is the battle that you win, and then I don't have to fast forward at all. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you too much confidence there.
See, on my screen, this shows just me going back and forth and the cape kind of fluttering around.
So all of these theories you had about, you know, getting practice with the correct amount of input latency.
I still think I'm learning something every time. It's just a matter of actually putting that learning to use. Well, also there's like an error bar. And if I'm I could be successful one time and not successful the next, just based on that. When I say error bar, I don't mean literal one. I mean in my mind.
Right. Okay.
Like I don't know exactly how much a half a second is.
I mean, that is the entire challenge, yes.
And my timing isn't superhuman.
Well, it must be. It has to be. Learn to make it superhuman. Transcend the bonds of flesh.
Why do you think I was meditating?
Touché.
On how much I hate Yahweasel.
In order to transcend the bonds of flesh, obviously.
Okay. I've been in this situation before.
Yep.
Now it's just a matter of actually hitting him.
Do you need to jump through?
Nope.
Yes.
I already knew you didn't.
I didn't think you
Okay.
did, but... I don't know about you.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. I won't say anything. I just generally meant that I don't know about you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very unknowable individual. Give me that mushroom.
Okay. Oh god, I just had like a mini heart attack. I mean, this is the first time you faced this mode, so...
Yes. So lack of practice is
yes,
a thing.
there's a critical lack of practice. You made it to the third mode.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thanks for being condescending.
No, it is pretty good.
I know, I'm just... It was pretty good.
In
The
fact-
third
in
mode of
fact-
the final boss in Bowser, who's an easy boss.
I'm so confident that now I will remind you to hold up after beating the boss.
Well, that makes one of us.
No, that's fine.
Not my usual strategy.
I would say, you know, if the timing isn't working out, then far better to sacrifice both of them and not die.
Wow, I don't know how I managed that.
I'm a bit unclear myself.
I think the flame drop might be. Oh no, I was just about to say it might be dependent on like the save state, like the random number, but it's not.
Like it might have been decided.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we were getting the same one every time.
Yes.
But guess it was it. That
Really?
replaces it. I didn't think that happened.
I didn't think that replaced it. Okay, well I'm screwed now.
That's unfortunate. That's
I do need to
very
avoid that.
unfortunate.
Good to know. I'm learning.
I didn't think that happened. I thought that
Me
if it
either.
was worse,
It
then
never
would-
does on anything else, but I guess
Well, I
in
mean,
this...
Super Mario World has very weird power-up
Yeah.
rules in general, so... So they have Peach give you something that could potentially be
worse. Yes.
worse, yes. Well, that had to happen.
Well, at least I got the mushroom.
Well, that had to happen.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything different.
You know what else I've got, as well as pickled green beans?
Butterflies?
Butterfly simulacrums.
Yes.
Anybody who doesn't know the reference behind that is very confused right now.
That's fine. Those people aren't true fans.
And we wouldn't want to, you know, allow anybody
Get
to
new
enjoy
people,
the
yeah.
video who isn't a true Scotsman. Butterfly. Okay.
That's
that
not
was
what I
fun.
expected to happen, but
Okay. I feel like you've gone from sipating to anticipating here.
I feel like it's random, like I said before. Or not random, but like there's an error. I can't always be perfect. Don't come this way, thank you. Let me just go over here to sipate. No, this is anticipating.
Yeah.
Yes. And stay away from the mushroom.
Evil mushroom, jeez.
Yes. The worst mushroom in the game.
You'd think Peach would want to help you, but no.
No, she's actively trying to harm me, just like Yahweasel.
I guess, like, if somehow you had a flower, then it really makes no difference. Flower and
yeah.
So strictly cape to mushroom that is a downgrade. And it's probably easier to lose the cape because it takes so long. It's, you know...
Yeah, that's true.
It requires more anticipation.
Yeah. Or cipation.
Well, I think in this configuration it requires both anticipation and cipation.
Yeah. So did you look up Edom? Oh, you're probably not in the position to at the moment.
Not really, no. I could. I've got a second monitor that is the screen on which I have the recording monitor, but whatever. I can just cover up the recording monitor. What could possibly go wrong? Anticipate. Oh, it's anti as in anteroom. Before. Yeah, it's that.
But what is the cipate?
Compare to take.
Okay.
So, yeah, obviously a non-literal meaning for the,
Yeah.
Yes, of course, the old ante-room.
It's just weird because it has an I instead of an E.
Yeah, but it just changed, yeah. I mean, ante-room is a weird and stupid word.
Well, ante-room isn't the only case of A-N-T-E. There are a lot of A-N-T-E words.
Like anticipate.
No, like,
You don't feel like fighting the boss anymore?
I was just trying to think of No, I don't. I was just trying to think of an example, but I actually can't. So maybe there aren't so many. But A-N-T-E is a common one. Antechamber.
Like antebellum, antelope, antenna.
Yeah, but antelope probably isn't.
Anterior, anteroom, antecedent.
Anterior probably
Antecedent is a good one.
Yeah.
Anteater. I don't think anteater is an example. Antediluvian? I've heard that word before. I have no clue what it means.
Prior to the Diluvian.
Probably.
No.
Yeah, the Diluvian I think is a geological era, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Antedate and antedating for, you know, dating someone before you've actually met them.
Sometimes when it goes out of control, I lose all sense of anything.
I think anteater, though, is the principal example.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the
canonical
origin. Yeah. Because as we all know, they existed before any other animal.
Yeah. The evolution of all species.
And ater, A-T-E-R, the suffix A-T-E-R is to do with animals. They're anti-aters. So viewers...
Anteater is kind of a strange word because we don't build words like German.
Well, there are cases. Obviously, anteater's an example. Actually, probably there are other words that we got from German that we translated directly. So, like, if it was anteater in German, yeah, exactly. There's a word for that. I don't remember what it is.
But I mean, pomegranates aren't apple grenades, so...
No. But there are examples of that. I just
yeah.
Anti-ater. No, it's anti-ater. Ater. Oui, monsieur.
Is the distracting conversation helping or hurting, by the way?
Probably helping, because I don't have to think. Thinking is actually, I think, what's throwing me off some.
Now
I'm gonna try jumping and tossing this guy, if I can even do it.
Now I'm just curious how many words there are that also have anti, A-N-T-I, that actually come from the same...
Are anti, yeah. I don't know.
That I have no clue how I would even search for that. Like, that's maybe...
Is there a way to do it on... Edom Online often has, like, links to...
So, like, Edom Online... Well, let's start with anticipate and see where that leads me. It forms all or part of... Oh, wow! There's a lot where it lost a lot of oops, a lot of ant. So, the root ant, meaning, in front of, apparently it originally meant forehead, forms part or all of, advance, advantage, along, ancestor, ancient, answer, Antaeus? Anti, of course. Antemeridian. Antecede, antecedent, antedate, antediluvian, antepartum, antepenultimate. Antepenultimate? What the hell is that?
The one before the one before the last.
The stupidest word ever. Anterior. Oh! It is the etymology of anti as in against.
Wow.
Antic, so actually this might be showing me things.
It might be showing you the
too.
Yeah. Huh. I got that mushroom twice, that's fine.
Yeah. Anti, as in against, comes from ante, as in forehead.
Well, originally forehead.
Yeah, as in front of.
Yeah.
Or before. Wow. Etymology is fascinating.
I love etymology.
I'm sure that, people watching this video weren't expecting etymology discussion, but etymology is genuinely fascinating, and if you don't agree, you're dumb.
Wow! I hit him by jumping and throwing.
Bravo.
I'm so happy. You have no idea. I'm gonna cry.
So unfortunately, though, the fact that anti is the derivation of anti makes it kind of difficult to find words that start with anti but are actually...
Yeah.
Oh, antique. So the page on anti says that in a few English words it represents Latin ante.
Well, I got to the third form and then died by the Mecha Koopa.
Yep. But it only mentions anticipate, which we've been talking about the whole time, and antique, which is interesting. Because an antique is not against
Yeah. It's an old thing, Prior before,
to
in front of,
whatever is.
Yeah, that's a good question. Look it up.
Well, antique was originally pronounced like antic. That's interesting.
Good old English.
I can't... Everything on Edom Online just seems to suggest that it just comes from anti, and like the rest was just, we need something other than anti.
Well, yeah, like ick. If you put ick at the end of something, it means it's like ish, right?
Oh, yeah. So maybe but this doesn't explicitly say anything about it.
Yeah, but that's probably what it's doing, right? It's saying it's something that is old.
Oh, here we go. Okay, wait. Okay, I was looking at the wrong of the several antiques.
The wrong antique one, yeah.
Plus, ok from Proto-Indo-European, which apparently means appearance. OKW is the way that it's spelling that suffix.
Aqua. The KW is a common
forms
thing.
All or part of amblyopia, antique, antler, and atrocity, autopsy. Well, that makes sense. Binocle? Binocle? I mean, it must form ocular, basically.
Yeah,
Binocular, yeah. Cyclops, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, like, I guess it eventually became, like, op in, Greek,
in Greek, yeah.
Right, Greek opsis site. Okay.
Yeah. Concentrate, Molo. Concentrate.
The name Bowser is apparently the actual sound is likely to come from a onomatopoeia like bark or woof or whatever.
Like bow.
Bow. Yeah.
Is it normally a pet name or something?
Yeah, Bowser's a dog name.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bowser was always a dog name. Yeah. Fido as a dog name is popular because there was a dog named Fido who has a similar story to. Well, now I don't remember the name of the dog.
One?
Yeah, the Japanese one that kept going back for years and years after his owner had died. There's a Fido that was in Italy that is less known because his owner died in World War II fighting for
right.
the Axis, and thus we
is it from like the name Fidel?
Yes, and Fido means it's like fidelity. It's a it's a name that is also suggestive that he's going to be loyal anyway, and so like between the fact that there was this famous Fido who was quite Fidel Castro, Fidel, I don't know. Fiddly.
Yes, fiddly is the right word.
And the fact that it meant, loyal in the first place.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bowser's always been a dog's name. Until it was Bowser's name, of course.
I'm becoming less confident than I'm ever going to beat this boss.
I wonder if Edom Online has Koopa in it. Nope.
That would be entertaining.
No results were found for Koopa, showing results for Koala.
I mean... Does it have... what's the name of that? Kappa. K-A-P-P-A?
As in the Greek letter?
No. That is what it's going to find. You're right. I'm thinking of the Japanese mythological creature.
I had no idea there was such a Japanese mythological creature. Yay! Bravo! But no, that is not, according to this, part of the etymology of koala, which obviously just comes from an Aboriginal name for the...
No, I wasn't saying koala comes from that. I was just asking if they had the Japanese...
Kappa comes from the Aramaized. Well, it's... Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that for the ized form of Aramaic. Aramaized. That's hard to pronounce. Form of Hebrew kof. C-K.
Okay. Yeah. Q-O-P-H.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although, frankly, that's just a very bad transliteration.
Well, there aren't, we don't have the k sound in English.
Yeah. Wow. Sure has a lot to say about K. See, now, I thought that Latin originally had no K at all, but this seems to suggest that it was just not popular, so to speak. That K was always part of Latin, but little used. Well, you made it to the third form, so that's pretty good.
So
everybody enjoying our etymology adventure?
I'm confused.
What?
That was the third form, but he was still dropping bowling balls.
Was he? Oh, he was. Yeah. What the heck? You bugged him
really
out crazy somehow.
For a second I was like, maybe I only got to the second form, but no, I definitely remember getting to the third form. That's
future Yahweasel, figure out what the hell just happened, because that was really odd.
He was dropping bowling balls a second time.
Yeah, either that or I was paying too much attention to etymology and you were too fascinated by the letter K, and so
I mean, that's possible, but I'm sure that I got past the second form that time. And I wasn't so sure until you said it. And then I was like, okay, I'm not the only person who thought that.
Yeah, because I was confident you were on the third form there.
Me too.
Except that
he was dropping bowling balls.
The most fascinating thing to me is, if you had beaten that, would it have just gone to the third
form? I know, that's what I want to
know. Was the behavior and the...
And the worst part is, it gave me an opportunity because I'm better at the second form because I've had more practice.
The worst part is that we're going to be discussing this when it turns out we're just both wrong and you weren't actually on the third form.
Yes. we both what is it called, the Mandela effect?
Yes, yeah.
A very recent form of the Mandela effect.
Yes, very recent history. We're both we've seen you get to each form enough times that we can't keep it straight anymore.
Either that or somebody's changing the universe very quick, just like you were changing my values. Somebody has their hand on the controller.
Yeah, somebody's just like, nope, second form again.
Exactly.
Oh, that, because definitely there is some, bit you could twiddle in memory to make it do the second form again. That would be a vicious thing to do. Just like purgatory version of Bowser. Oh, you are still, well, your little friend is really giving you a bad time.
So the problem is, if you were seeing my screen, you'd see how insanely crazy all of this looks. Hey, I hit him!
I love how it's like floating above his head.
I'm just happy that I hit him.
I'm just gonna like lean back here and...
You might as well just go to sleep.
Well, I'm supposed to be providing the actual content. Maybe I'll go to the bathroom while you play a bit.
Yahweasel is the word.
Juxtaposition comes from Latin juxta, meaning beside, very near, close to, or near at hand. And position comes from position.
What? Position?
Yeah, French.
Yeah. Position.
It is slightly odd to join... Well, no, it isn't. Latin to French is what I was about to say, but... Now I have to check position and see whether that's ultimately just like Latin something else, but juxtaposition couldn't be bothered to tell me that. Oh, it's like... built from several words to be positioned in the first place, so that's why they didn't... Yeah. It has the same... I'm assuming it has the same etymology because it has the same construction as apposite. Which makes sense.
I don't know that word.
Apposite means the same as apropos.
Oh, okay. Which I always knew how to pronounce in speech, but always, when I saw it in text, thought it was a different word that was pronounced apropos.
Like biopic to me.
Yes. Yeah, I've done that before, too. You're not the only one who's done that one. Yep.
It has to be biopic. And I'm sure if you looked around, you could find people pronouncing it biopic who don't realize that it's just a terrible word. Apologies for making... What? What? Wow!
I mean, I'm just going by hoping that chance makes things work. So... I'm gonna stand here.
I'm gonna see what form you're in now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, he's bouncy form.
We need complete silence. That includes you, viewers. No. Well, that had to happen.
Well, I made it to the third form.
I'm going to continue this episode, but at least I need a brief break, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
1 second.
I'm going to get a drink as well.
Okay, there we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We just cut out there so that he could attempt it 20 more times. So,
So I should be better now.
Yep. I was actually going to attempt to suggest that this time would definitely win, because otherwise I would have still been cutting it out. But
exactly.
It's also possible that none of that is true.
two, I got about a 50-50 chance of getting.
I think the first one you've got a very good chance. The second one,
Yeah.
so maybe maybe they average out to. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's not how averages work.
Well, it depends on your definition of average. If you mean average in the
the average of your chance of getting to the
appropriate
first
way.
one and the average of your chance of getting to the second one, which is
that would just be
irrelevant.
But I mean, like, you can average in a statistically accurate way. Really? I hit that, did I?
Yeah, I'd say you pretty clearly hit that.
Okay.
Woo.
See, I thought I got it twice before I even jumped over the ball.
Yep,
but...
yep. It's almost like you've got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30
Wow.
frames of negative input. 30 seconds would be pretty difficult to play with. How much memory would it take to... Well, actually, it doesn't matter. You can't emulate 30 seconds in one frame, so you couldn't do 30 seconds of negative input latency regardless. Even if you could store it all.
Saw that coming. I tried to get over in time.
Yeah, it's
Not
tough.
get over fast enough.
It's tough to get over far enough, because you...
To be fair, that is the first time I've got hit by the flames.
That's true. That's true. Unfortunately, the first time you got hit by the flames was one of the few times that you had, the smallest Mario there.
Yeah, well, that too. But also, I was at third Bowser form.
Bowser 3.
So here, if I let him go above me and then jump,
then you
that
will
happens.
fail in an odd way. You know, I don't like to... I was about to say I don't like to anticipate too soon, but I don't think this one's going to be the winner. And then you died before I could even get the sentence out.
It's really hard to jump. Jumping is hard.
Well, white men can't jump.
That's why I need the cape. Because, like, so often once I'm small, I try to jump and the delay is so bad that, like, I never actually even end up jumping. Like there.
Well, you did jump there. Just
Okay, well, but it never shows me jumping.
Right, yeah. Your entire jump is within the input latency.
And that's a problem. Like, a big problem. Because then, like, either I'm dead or I have landed on the guy.
Yeah, you have to. You have to
which one of those is
the
gonna be.
entire jump. Yeah, it's easier to dissipate one action at a time rather than several. I guess if it is like the second within, then that is dissipating the first action and anticipating the second action. Or anticipating. This is supposed to be... I always... Because I don't want to confuse it with, like, a room made of antimatter, I always say anteroom, not anti-room. But is it supposed to be
I've never heard the term anti-room before, so... I've heard anti-chamber.
I've heard
which
both,
I assume is the same thing.
So I definitely remember anteroom because I remember not knowing the word. I must have been pretty young, and thinking because I saw it on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I thought they were just being like stupid and sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's an anti-room, but no, it's just an anteroom. Anteroom is the least technobabble ever.
I didn't lose my cape, that's the important part. I may have lost both Mecha Koopas, but I didn't lose my cape.
Lost all weapons, but not your crutch. want to say things. Because the instant I start saying something, that happens. It's starting to feel slightly familiar.
So, like I was saying before, I feel like I have a 50% chance of getting past the first form with the cape. Maybe a 20% chance of getting past the second form of the cape with the cape independently, and so together I have a 10% chance of making it to the third form with a cape. And then I have to beat him from there.
The with a cape is... I mean, come on, how hard can it be? It's Bowser.
Yep.
He's not as simple as the first Bowser.
No, that would have been trivial.
Well,
because it's one move.
I don't know if
well,
I would...
trivial, like, I would have... It's a binary thing. I would have made it or I would have not.
Right.
This is bad.
Okay.
I thought that I got hit on the left, but...
What?
Really? Did I just cape the mushroom?
That was the greatest yet. Get that mushroom out of here.
That would be the way to show your confidence.
So that is the cocky move. I assumed I was implying that, but I obviously wasn't.
I didn't realize you cape it away.
Yeah, caping the mushroom away is the
Okay.
common cocky move. You see that in
I like that
all the time.
I appreciate the cockiness. I don't appreciate this situation. Okay, I did give my mushroom a time to adjust.
Yep, time to adjust. Woo!
Really? I thought for sure I got hit there.
Danger.
I tried to do all the
danger.
moves at once, and it sort of kind of worked. Okay, well, third form, even though I don't have the cape, I have no chance of winning, but I'm happy that I got to the third form.
I mean, I feel like you're basing your no chance of winning just on your current statistical analysis, but you don't have a sample size large enough, so...
No, I'm basing my no chance of winning on the fact that I don't have a cape on the third form.
You don't need a cape. Use the Force.
Maybe that's what I need to do. Use the Force.
Use the midi-chlorians. No.
Really?
What is happening?
Really?
What is happening?
There was nothing I could have done there. He's not supposed to stop there.
Yeah, I thought he only stopped when he was high.
He does. There's some weirdness going on.
He's like right next to you. Zip, frozen.
I was like, I'm just stuck. I had hit him once too. Mm-hmm. Like, it was possible I could have won that.
I didn't want to say it, but yep. All you need to do is do that, not get screwed, and,
Okay, I can do that. I'm not actually confident in that, but...
You're confident that you can say it.
Yep.
What happens if they're both there? Oh, I guess he doesn't go in at all, it looks like, because he would have gone in by now. He's been going back and forth a lot.
That is definitely what I intended to do there.
At this point, like, may as well just intentionally die and reload, because you'd accomplish nothing.
As long as I have one cape, I'm going to keep trying. I mean, if I'm on the third form and I don't have a cape, I'll still keep trying.
So, second form and no cape, no try. First form and no cape, jump into propeller. Okay, I get it.
So viewers, this has turned into Bowser the Game.
You did really well with everything else. It was,
Except jumping up on those one wide platforms.
Yeah, but there was no risk there, so...
Yeah.
I was doing a poor job of making it impossible, but apparently all I had to do with make it impossible is let you get to Bowser, and there you go.
I'm not surprised. Like, I was sort of expecting this.
I am surprised, because it really... I
you didn't have as much problem.
Yeah,
but
Bowser was the
do.
hardest part when I tried it, but, like, I did it.
I don't know what just happened there.
You grabbed it, were facing the wrong direction, turned to the left, it destroyed the other Koopa. And you got hit in the back by the other Koopa, which is why you lost the cape.
It's not what happened on my screen. Now, I don't have a cape here, but I'm going to go for it anyway, because I need to practice without the cape, right?
Because you're going to end up not having the cape lots of times. Yep. You need to learn not to depend upon the cape. So we're past 50 minutes, 5-0, in this episode. Just FYI. I mean, I'm still amused to no end. See, the problem is, like, you know, what I'll probably do is...
The problem is you're a bad person.
Well, yes, that's the fundamental problem. So what I'll probably do is fast forward it and cut it down, but the viewers won't really get that visceral sense.
Well, have the full version as well if the viewer wants to watch, like as a separate unedited upload.
Maybe I'll just... Well, dang it, there's no annotations anymore. I was gonna say maybe I'll just upload the full version and then have an annotation link to the last battle, but... See, that's the thing you really lose without annotations. You can't have the sort of in-video navigation stuff that is not often useful, but when it is, it's helpful. I feel like what happened to annotations was they hired some really incompetent engineers to port it to mobile, and 3 years later they went, okay, this is never happening. So rather than hiring somebody who knows what they're doing, we're just going to cancel the whole thing.
It's always so fidgety when I actually have to move.
Yep. Isn't it, though? Hard to, you know, you have to do it non-reactively. You have to do it all very proactively.
Proactive! This is a sponsored video. Isn't that like a yogurt or something?
Yeah.
Like a digestive yogurt?
Yeah. As opposed to anti-active. Are there antibiotics?
What's that?
Are there antibiotics?
What? What do you mean?
Well, there's the word probiotic, which...
Antibiotics are...
Oh, God!
I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry! That was really stupid.
You have gone crazier than me!
The real question is, are there antibiotics?
Oh. Yes, they're called organic materials.
Ah, prions are antibiotics. And whether viruses are antibiotics is a matter of great debate.
Are there antibiotics? Really?
Well, the thing is, I was gonna say, like, the word probiotic is bullshit roughly, 150% of the time that it's used. But it sort of made me think, like, so is the opposite there? Yes. Yes, it is. It's the word that isn't bullshit. They made the bullshit word from the non-bullshit word.
Although the overuse of them is bullshit.
Yeah. But antibiotics themselves.
Yeah.
I saw a Kyrgyzstan video that suggested they were in some labs using phages, which is brilliant.
Yeah. I saw that too, because I do watch Kursgesagt.
I usually don't, but sometimes I do.
I am a fan.
I feel like no, a lot of the videos are well presented stuff I already knew.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And,
but
yeah,
you know,
so like I certainly knew about the existence of bacteriophages,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
learned a lot from that video. So.
Yep. I think, although it's often something I know, I think they usually have at least one or two nuggets that either I didn't know or didn't really consider.
Right.
In their videos, so that's why I watch them. Also, because it's always nice to see something you know presented well.
I suppose that's true. I'm sorry, I want to do commentary, but I'm so just... I'm invested. I feel like... I shouldn't say the thing I was about to say. Okay, I'll say it anyway. No. I feel like what I was about to say is the third form is actually easier in this mode than the second.
I think you're right.
You haven't gotten there with the cape, so...
Exactly. Because I even almost... I had a chance, and then the weird thing happened. And I didn't even have a cape at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was gonna work out. We are at 57 minutes.
Can I do an hour? Well, I certainly can.
Remember, the goal is not to take as long as possible.
I'm trying. I really am.
I sort of feel like maybe the right thing to do is at an hour trade places and see whether I retain any of my ability when I tested this a couple weeks ago. But it's sort of, you know, it would be completely terrible if I then, you know, within like 3 tries did it. That would just be like mean, basically.
Well, it just means that you're better at this kind of
nonsense
than I am, which it wouldn't surprise me at all.
But also, like, it would, you know, remove the drama from your adventure. Yeah. It would be a bit Deus Ex Machina. Okay.
That was poorly timed on my part. I knew it was poorly timed on my part. The problem is with the balls, you have to get between the ball and the propeller most of the time.
Yes, yeah. Which is why you really have to make the attempt immediately. Like, you have to go, and you have to anticipate going too. Like, you have to, in terms of your input, you have to be going when it is clearly too early. Is the So the clown copter has these dots on either side of the eyes, and I feel like red circles around the eyes, very normal clown makeup. Dots on either side of the eyes? Like,
I'm trying to remember where I've seen them before. I've definitely seen them, but I don't...
Well, you couldn't even put a dot on the inside because there's a nose there. Like, it would have to be on the bridge of the nose or on the side of the nose. Oh, or maybe the inner ones are the clown's nostrils.
Oh, they're very, very high nostrils.
Well, look at Boozer's face. From the... Well, okay, you do see him straight on, and his nostrils aren't quite that high, but if he was just leaning up a little bit, the point is there is a snoot there, but you can't see it because of the, it's 2D.
So you're saying the clown is a Bowser?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yes, that was part of the implication. And actually, the thing that looks like a smile is not a smile. That's just his chin. That's just.
That's I see.
He
just doesn't have a mouth.
Well, you just can't see the mouth because you're seeing the snoot straight on. Or maybe it doesn't have a mouth. I mean, it's not a living thing. It's a magical pocket dimension flying clown copter.
Pretty sure this is unrecoverable, but I can try.
I mean, you hit him once in this mode, right?
No.
Oh.
I couldn't even, every time I landed on the Mecha Koopa, it would undo that, so...
We're at hour 1, by the way.
Yeah.
To answer the question, can you go for more than an hour? Yes, of course. There was never any real question there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm announcing the time at the beginning of every battle because one of these you're going to win, and I want to fast forward and just say, we're exactly. At this time.
Yeah. Or one of these times I'm not going to win. That's the other possibility.
I mean, it is like 0.01% to 99.99%. For example, we're at hour 2. That was less than a minute in that last attempt, by the way.
I know. When I fail spectacularly.
That's not always true. The excitement.
Really?
Well, so much for the excitement. Yes. Well, so much for the excitement.
Now I'm trying to kill myself and I can't even do it. Just kill me, jeez.
Maybe that's the strategy.
Yeah.
You need to try to kill yourself, and that way. We're at minute 3. We're at hour 3.
It was looking so good until I got to Bowser.
Abuser.
Remember how at the beginning of this battle you were telling me how easy Bowser was as a boss?
Yes, I definitely remember that. I remember that.
So I hope this is the time that I win so that you have to blank this out. Go f*** yourself.
What?
I like when I don't have to move.
Here, this will make things worse for you.
I just need to not get hit here. I think
that strategy generalizes.
Yeah, I know, that was the point. I think you're right that it's really these balls that are giving me the biggest problem.
Yeah, you're certainly losing more power-ups on them than anything else. At least when you get to this form.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm worse at landing on the Mecha Koopas in this form. Maybe it's because I'm more worried about the propeller.
Yeah. I think you're... So between trying to anticipate the propeller and trying to make sure you don't also hit the cannonballs. It's a tough form to land on the Mecha Koopas in. See, so like what I remember doing to deal with the Mecha Koopas is literally run into them, die, and then jump. And I'm not necessarily recommending that, but
I think that's fine when I don't have the feather. I just tend to die so quickly once I don't have the feather.
Yeah, I didn't have. So like I certainly had a feather at this point, but I wasn't as feather dependent, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're at an hour and 6.
Well, at least it was more than a minute on my previous attempt.
Yes, quite a bit more than a minute. If that's, I mean, if our new
definition of success,
it's gonna be just how long.
Well, that was under a minute.
Yes, it was. We're at an hour 6.
Still.
I mean, last time I rounded up, and this time I rounded down, but they were both completely fair roundings, so... If I end up announcing the same value at the beginning of 2 attempts in a row, and they're both rounded the same way to get there, that's an unfortunate situation.
I'm just imagining Bowser wearing green and pink and having Yahweasel's face. That might help me.
I mean, the clown car is green and orange, so you can just slightly mentally adjust the orange.
Orange to pink.
Yeah.
Say I'm slightly colorblind, so they're the same color.
Yeah.
I mean, his
whole
Bowser
everything
is too.
Yeah. So I just wasn't looking at his face at the time, so I wasn't really thinking about it. Stick some pince nez on there, and yeah.
Some Pez?
Yeah, stick some Pez on there, and yeah. Or possibly some glasses is what I was referring to.
I've never heard that term. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the kind that pinch your nose.
Pince nez,
yeah. See, I know etymology sometimes.
Although I think, so like there's 2 pronunciations of pince nez. Pince nez is the English pronunciation, but anybody fancy enough to wear pince nez actually says like or whatever the French pronunciation is. We're at a minute 8. I keep saying a minute. We've been doing this at hyperspeed. We're at an hour 8 now. Silence.
I definitely kicked that, but then I didn't. That's happened several times, by the way.
Yep.
Well, I still have 1 feather.
Okay, looking up the etymology of pince nez was about as stupid as you would expect.
Yeah, I don't think you would. Well, if
From
you found
French,
it at
literally
all.
pinch nose.
Yeah.
Duh.
As opposed to Nez Perce. Yeah, that's what it's called, Nez Perce. The Native American tribe. Pierced nose. Okay, I just need to not get hit here. This is the part that I'm the worst at, like this next part. Right here.
I can see that.
I landed on him! Every time I land on him, and then I don't. Even there!
You must sipage better.
Really? Pick the guy up.
I am not impressed by your sipation. I just now realized that I actually did have my titler out, so I could title every episode as we did it, and just didn't bother.
Didn't title, yeah.
Whoops. They're gonna be titled in post now.
Yay!
He is... So, like, I guess I don't know enough about SNES technology, but, like, it is weird how colorless he is.
Okay, third form. With only a mushroom, hopefully, if I survive this. Okay, this is fine.
I was just mentally picturing that popularly quoted webcomic where the dog is in a house that's completely on fire drinking coffee.
Oh, yeah.
This is fine.
This is fine. Yeah. Yes, I didn't even think about that, but you're not wrong.
This is fine. Okay.
I landed between them.
That was an option, yes. We're at an hour and 12 minutes. Do you wanna set some cutoff point?
An hour and a half.
Okay, if we get to an hour and a half, then I will give it a try. Although it'll take a little bit of fussing to
Yes.
to try, of course.
Toss the
Pasta. Pretty sure that's what you just said.
Definitely. I didn't say toss the fricker.
Pasta. Pasta! I guess I'm just imagining like a street pasta seller.
Well, there go my feathers.
But not like he's not even selling like cooked spaghetti with marinara. He's selling like just raw pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, So the thing is, if he's just selling noodles on the street, then that's just as, you could imagine finding that like in a farmer's market or whatever. So
no, I mean cooked noodles.
Yeah. That's exact. I like that, and like so he just reaches in with his hand into a vat of cooked noodles, and like splorps them into your hand. And then you just eat some plain cooked noodles with absolutely no sauce.
Are they at least high quality noodles, or are they like store-bought packaged ramen noodles?
Well, I mean, they're like store-bought packaged spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
And I imagine, like, this is, there's a row of street vendors.
And when you say row, you mean like a fight.
A row, yes. That's what I mean, a row. Well, I was actually about to get to how this row is in a row, because the hot dog vendor next door gets very annoyed when people from the pasta vendor put some ketchup on their pasta from the hot dog vendor's.
You are finding this more entertaining than you need to.
At this point, so I don't know where the individual got this, but at this point, the customer has put on like a Kraft single slice and ketchup.
Yes, definitely.
They're just enjoying their fistful of poorly prepared noodles and ketchup and Kraft single.
Okay, this is a situation I have not been in.
I ain't gonna save for you.
I didn't ask you to.
I know. Just making it clear. Don't let Peach Screw with your chances.
Well, I probably won't get the feather anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to get it because it's so slow and all the actions are so anti-delayed. Anti-delayed.
Okay, that's fine.
That's, you know. Oh, okay. Diluvian means relating to a flood.
Okay.
Antediluvian is what idiots who believe in the biblical flood
call that's the word.
The time before
that's the word.
Yeah.
Well, I hit him once.
I mean, you were one hit away from victory there.
What's the time?
1:16.
Okay. Yeah, I should have known. So, like, fluvial means river related, and I thought it sounded familiar. I just couldn't remember why. Pluvial means water related, so I guess just UV means rain related. So I guess just UV means water related. Because
like
diluvial,
uvula.
fluvial, and pluvial. Well, this is not going as well as the previous round.
It's going great. What are you talking about?
Please don't come this way.
The etymology of diluvial is not as helpful as I had hoped.
How about, oh great. Look who it is.
Apparently, Proto-Indo-European meant to wash.
Oh, like, L-A-V, like, lavar. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it changed to
like
V
lavatory.
it changed to V in Latin, of course.
Yeah.
But, all U's changed to V in Latin. But diluvial is unsurprisingly related to the word deluge.
Ah, yes. So I did actually have an extra Mecha Koopa at the beginning of this.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, and then you didn't make good use of it.
Well, I tried, but here's a situation again. This time not 2 feathers, but we saw what good that did.
Ooh, toasty back.
Yep.
It is, so you kept like adjusting after the fire was there. It's very difficult to resist that urge, even though it's completely pointless.
Well, yeah. I mean, to me it doesn't look like I'm adjusting after the fire is there necessarily, right?
Well, yeah, that's also true.
What the crap just happened?
There was no way you were getting that mushroom, not in the positions they were all in.
And now he's doing it from down there.
Maybe that's just normal, and it's just that we normally beat this boss so quickly that we never see it.
An hour 19.
Yep. What could possibly go right?
Nothing! If I get to the 3rd form this time, then I've gotten there 3 times in a row, so might say that I should keep trying. But if I don't, which I probably won't.
I mean, you've gotten... I don't want to say
decent at that first part.
Yeah, you've gotten pretty good at the first part. Part 2.
Part death.
Part D. Part DX.
I've gotten
I don't know how to
okay
pronounce
at dodging the balls too. I just haven't gotten good at landing on the Mecha Koopas.
And I feel like his movement is very problematic in this.
Yeah, because it's not as regular.
Well, he follows you, but
yeah, I know, but like
it's
I can't.
tough to
I have to anticipate that.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to both sipate and anticipate, and you have to anticipate his following you while sipating everything else. You gotta run a bit with the cubes, the mecha cubes. It's very, very hard to throw it in the right way to hit Boozer, when you're just standing there.
I know. I can do it pretty consistently when I'm not in this mode. There we go.
Just imagine if I was so vicious as to post this video with none of the context to explain.
Yeah. I'm just this bad at this game.
It just takes Malo an hour and a half to beat Bowser.
Oh, he's coming back.
That could be good.
Yeah.
That could be good. That could be bad. That could be bad. I knew you weren't getting that feather.
I wasn't really going, I was just trying to escape. But I was in a situation that it was hard to anticipate all the things going on. Because I had to dodge the Mecha Koopa, and I need to remember that I can run into the Mecha Koopa. That's one thing, like, I try to jump over the Mecha Koopa, but I need to remember I can run into him and then jump.
Yep.
What's our time, by the way?
Oh yeah, sorry, 1 hour and 22.
Wow, that's a new way to fail that. Well, I'm just gonna die.
Wow, you died with the Mecha Koopa. Impressive. An hour 23. What are you just holding up in anticipation?
Yes. I didn't even get to see the door.
You load in, and then it's like, nope, you already went through it.
Yep, exactly. That is exactly what happened. Okay, that was not...
That was 100% timing. Not good timing, but it was certainly timing.
Really?
I feel like you might have lost some faith. 1 hour 24.
I did get to the third form 3 times in a row, and then I failed at the first form twice in a row again.
Yo. Yeah, probability of my posting this video with no context to explain it is rising with every second. Can Malo defeat Bowser? Form 1. Smack. I mean, logically, when it comes into the screen like that, it should, like, have the camera go through and show, like, all of Boozer's guts and...
Logically. No, how do you know that they're actually 3-dimensional? Well,
This
I guess
is-
because he comes out of the
Well,
screen.
yeah, so that... I mean, well, but the other, the other thing you could say is that actually he's just expanding. There's no actual moving
yes,
around.
yes,
He's just
yes,
shrinking,
exactly.
and then he's expanding, and I don't know what explains why he then vanishes.
Yeah,
but-
layers don't really make sense, but that was luck.
That was good. That was good luck, but it was good.
Yes. I don't like when they end on the left there, because then it gives me less time to get the mushroom.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still plenty of time, but...
No, I understand. It, you especially in this mode, you want everything to give you as much time as possible, and that had to happen. I think maybe he just normally stops low, and it's just that normally we beat him so quickly that we don't really notice.
I thought I had him.
I thought you had him too. No!
This is the situation again.
I'm gonna make a mark because that is the thumbnail.
I think I'm going to try to beat him, because I think given the several times that I've gotten to that point where I'm like one hit away, I can do it.
Okay. 1 hour 27 glorious minutes.
I hate you.
Yeah, so I don't know how much I'm going to be editing in. Probably very little, but he has gotten to the third form one hit. I think 3 times now. Yeah,
Yep.
3 times. So he's been 1 hit away from victory 3 times.
Actually, 4. There was one early on. That
I
was,
thought I
like,
was including the
small.
early on one, but
No, I think I've gotten 3 recent ones.
well,
I'm just gonna die here. So you're definitely not including this, so...
an hour and 28 glorious fun-filled minutes.
Fun for whom?
I'm not sure. I was gonna say me, but
Well, that's the only consolation I'm getting at this point is that it's probably gotten old for you.
yes, exactly. So the viewers are only sort of accepting it because they just saw, bzzz, but the they're just gonna have to, internalize the degree of torture by how much little this yeah
Commentary.
yeah, exactly. The fact that I can't form a cohesive sentence anymore. So I feel like your logic for throwing the Mecha
Maybe
Koopa
keep him.
away, yeah, I mean he's
Yeah.
too easy to dodge for it
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I thought about that after I threw him away, so I'm on the same page.
Boozer! That was odd.
Yep, that was a bit of a glitch there. Not glitch, but timing issue. I jumped and threw him, but I didn't jump and throw him.
Oh, that was unlucky. No. Oh, that's. I was about to say, wasn't that the second? But no, I remember the first one didn't actually didn't connect. Wow, inauspicious.
That propeller is the bane of my existence. The problem is, even when I don't get hit by the propeller, part of the reason I get hit is often because of the propeller, anticipating the propeller. And
hey, an hour and 30 minutes. By the way. And just to remember, that's an hour and 30 minutes in this episode.
Bowser,
No, not just...
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because
there was like 10 minutes of Bowser before this.
No, there was an entire 15-minute episode of Bowser before this, and then, before that, there was like 2 minutes of Bowser. So...
Okay. Sometimes it seems like it's like more glitchy than other times too. It seems like there might be a latency issue also.
Well, so to be quite sort of precise about it, remember that what it's doing is internally replaying all of the frames.
Yeah.
And an individual frame, like obviously in the real system they all take the same amount of time, but in an emulator they don't. And so it can essentially at random have a different level of sort of jitteriness.
Well, that first form took a lot longer than it normally takes, but somehow I managed to not get hit, so I'm in the same situation as normal right
and
anticipating. Anticipating.
Yes, there you go. Yes. Except you mean anticipating.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anticipating.
Yeah.
I think from now on, I'm just gonna say anticipating and see how annoyed people get.
That was hard for me to deal with.
It is interesting that anticipating managed to drift in its pronunciation to not just anti, but the emphasis in the word being on the I.
That's not what I intended to do. I don't know why I'm still trying. I mean that in every sense. I'm one of them off.
I'm becoming increasingly bothered by the fact that the bowling ball moves at a nice smooth 60 FPS, but turns at a very, very slow, like 12 or something.
It has slip. It's not just pure friction.
We're an hour and 33 minutes, and I don't know.
This is your own doing.
It is, yeah. We sort of had originally suggested that at an hour and a half I would take over, but then
I was having some success for a while.
Times and
got him down to one hit a couple times.
I'm gonna display my confidence by eating spicy green beans instead of anticipating any sort of success.
I think lack of patience has been one of my biggest banes too. I think I keep trying to do things too quickly. Not just like in a short time frame thing, but also like not waiting to throw the guy. Like things that I should be being patient about anyway. If I was playing normally.
Yeah. You're like trying to apply speedrun tactics because you now know that you can not only do things quickly, but you can do things half a second before quickly. Yeah. Hey, an hour and 35 minutes!
I think 3 more tries for me, and then I give up.
Okay. Incredibly spicy green bean. I have now sort of numbed my mouth to the spiciness,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's not quite so torturous, but they're very spicy. Round 1, Fighto.
I think I've increased my probability of round 1 to 75%. Round 2 is now up to about 30%. And so my overall odds of getting to the 3rd form with a feather are much higher than they were. They're still low.
Like 24%.
Yeah, like that. 1 in 4 times.
Slightly less by your own odds.
Yep. I was rounding.
I'll mention again that you can tell how long it's been by the fact that neither of us can be bothered to say anything. I'm tired of inventing commentary that's gonna get thrown away. Wow, he woke up as he landed. I thought being thrown always made it reset the timer.
Me too.
We're learning lots of things about this game.
To me, it showed me get hit on the left and then the right. Which is why I kept moving to the right. There's definitely some weirdness going on sometimes with the timing.
Your negative input latency is fixed. And you're on your fancy new computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the
Yeah,
power
but
to melt
a network
suns
thing
and
is what
such.
I'm concerned about.
Yeah, that could affect it.
Because it definitely feels like weird network
In
stuff.
fact, I'm not... Okay, now I'll risk it. I can go to spectator mode since I'm not actually participating, so...
Yeah.
I needed to not be in spectator mode because, like, the change is
changing
a
it,
non-spectator,
yeah.
but yeah, now I'm not doing that. An hour and 39 minutes!
Basically, it felt like it was changing. It was changing unexpectedly, even though you weren't changing it.
My network has been crap recently, so... God, they're so spicy.
I thought you said you were numb.
I thought I was! It's, you know, like a lot of spicy food, you get that sort of build-up burn that it's like you eat 3 of them or something, and then you go, oh, turns out, my God, my mouth is on fire.
That's how Thai food always has been for me, by the way.
Yeah, I think Thai food is like a pinnacle of that particular
prime example.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is the viscosity versus spiciness. Like, if you add Tabasco to something, since Tabasco is about as viscous as water, it doesn't really do anything. Then, like, Sriracha, which is not by a Thai person, but is on a Thai, like, it's a Thai-based recipe. That stuff is... pretty sure...
I think.
No, so the guy is definitely Vietnamese.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
well,
that...
the label on the thing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, because, like...
You might be right, yeah.
Because I remember Sriracha itself, like the word Sriracha is from the name of a town, and I believe that town is in Thailand, and it's
you're right, I think.
The recipe came from there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, Vietnamese is the same family as spiciness, so in terms of spiciness. So, but you get this very viscous spiciness where it just like coats and stays there, and it just burns, and it burns forever, and then you cry. Please help me, Peach.
Give me a feather, Peach.
How about a star? That would be nice.
Oh yeah.
What's the... So, like, if I was making a ROM hack in which Peach gave you something trollish, I think the pea balloon would be the stupidest thing she could give you. It's like actively unhelpful. No! No! Hour and 43 minutes! You said you were gonna do it three tries. This is the third of those 3. That was a fancy trick. It didn't really accomplish anything, but it was pretty fancy. Just fanning yourself from the
yes. I need to cool
unexplained upside down propeller there. Bow!
Guy up.
It's so lovely. I have no idea what just happened.
Welcome to my world. This is a new situation. 2 mushrooms.
Don't say 2 mushrooms until you got 2 mushrooms. Yeah. Woohoo, toasty genitals. Use the Force! So, you had said you were going to do 3 times, and that was the 3rd. You're sticking with that?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we're back. I have beaten Boozer with half a second of input latency before, but it sure as heck ain't easy.
As demonstrated by moi.
And don't expect me to win very quickly. Okay, I didn't realize how much sort of emulator slowdown there was.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I can tolerate that.
Yeah, it's a lot more choppy now on this side.
Well, yeah, the client is all, or the whoever is, yeah, that side is always choppy. The side that isn't actually playing. Okay, that's not what I anticipated at all. You know what? I think the net version, because of the net, is harder. Yeah,
I think what happens is, I think it's more inconsistent with the actual amount of latency. And that just makes it, like, you can anticipate, but if you just happen to get a bad spike at a bad time.
Yep.
I still think I'm probably worse at it than you, though.
I mean, but no need to say that before we've actually made any sort of progress.
Sure. I think what I mean is, I think my mindset was too impatient for the most, in general. There were times, I think, where I was getting on streaks that were good, but I just never found the actual win.
I dissipated, but not by enough there. I really needed to, like, run into it, die, and then jump. Yep, okay. Starting to remember the pain.
Netplay disconnected.
Oh, netplay disconnected.
Yep.
Oh yeah, gee, no wonder it's so much easier right now. I loaded a state and it just disconnected netplay.
Hopefully it doesn't do that every time you load the state.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Try it again. Try loading the state right now.
Okay.
Okay, it worked. It's fine. Oh, nope, disconnected. I have joined as player 2. What?
No, that's just the messages sometimes get delayed in weird ways. You're not connected.
Okay. So loading the state does that.
Yeah, if loading the state does that, I might just have to do this offline. Well, no, because we were saying that netplay affects it. Yeah, so...
But you could still do it offline just to show that it can be done if you're not in a situation that's...
But I wanted to show that I'm better than you.
You are, I admit it.
With no evidence.
Huh. Bowser goes slightly off the left side of the screen, but not off the right side of the screen.
Oh, that's interesting. What the... Ah! That was very poor participation right there. Suddenly I understand!
Welcome to my hell.
Netplay disconnected.
Yay. I'm just gonna let you do it, because
do it
I can't...
Okay. Do it offline? Okay.
Yeah.
30th verse. Same as the first.
Well, if you're counting from me, then it's more like 100th verse or more. And if we're counting from you, then it's third, right? So, or fourth, third or fourth. I don't remember anymore.
Third.
They all blend together in my mind.
Okay. Dang it, hit the prop.
Yep.
Whoa, okay. Physics, 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 physics! Okay,
That was magical.
That was even intentional, whether you believe it or not.
I had some pretty amazing intentional things as well. And a lot of unintentional things.
Okay. Onwards to Form 2! Man, the very first one fell right over my head. That was not the finest luck in the world. I don't even think that happened to me
at any point.
I don't remember it happening to you. Okay.
I was ready for it if it did, but... So I think the 1 or 2 times I actually got hit by the flame, it was because of the changes in the latency.
Okay. Captain Jerkface. Yeah, the changes from the network is tricky.
I thought that was gonna hit him.
Ah, Piff! I thought both of those were gonna hit him! Oh, and I didn't think I was gonna hit that, too! Well, this is bad.
Mm-hmm. You jumped over that, though.
Yep. Okay, okay. Ah! It is tough, the fact that it's entirely, like, gone by the time you know whether it's hit or not.
Yep.
No panicking. This is fine.
Gotta say, it's nice to not be playing right now.
Isn't it, though? I'm not sure what I hit. Did I hit the Koopa or the...
Yeah,
prop?
You just jumped before he got there.
I was starting to anticipate instead of suppate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong?
Besides everything.
Woo! I do love the rubber banding effect. It's so great. Like, you run a bit and then it's just like, nope!
It's like real rubber banding because of the way that it animates it.
Yes.
It's like you're attached to an elastic band.
Yep.
Also known as a rubber band.
Also known as a rubber band, yes. I understand your desire to be in the very corner.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty consistent place to be
Die stupidly.
away from the to be away from the propeller and be in a situation where you can land on them.
You know what? Patience. Wow, that's a weird thing that's going on over there.
I bet he's never gonna throw them again. I bet you're just stuck permanently.
Wow, I can't get it. Wow,
nope.
that was suck. That was pure suck right there. Wow! Wow, Boozer, thanks! Jesus Christ. Well, that couldn't have gone much worse.
Good luck. Oh, he went away from you instead of towards you.
Yeah, I figured he was coming towards me. I figured I was dead. Yep, that had to happen. Oh, you're alive.
Yep, that happened. That was basically my life. I would stomp on them, they would be stomped, I would pick them up, and then he would still be alive.
Yeah, this is not a good situation.
No, you're on the first form.
Aren't I, though? Aren't I, though? Aren't I just? What could possibly go right? Woo! Woo!
Oh.
Half a second is a very long time.
Yeah, it really is.
Nope. I almost zinged myself there. That would have been an inauspicious way to go. Patience? Patience? Okay, I actually just want to get rid of them, thank you.
Yeah. I have done that several times.
When they're that close, like, just get rid of them.
Exactly.
Don't, yeah.
Sometimes when I tried to do that, I thought I got rid of them, and I didn't give it enough time. It's not easy, is it?
It's, kind of difficult. But then sometimes you get that shot off.
Yep, and then it feels amazing.
I really don't want this to be, like, many hours. First an hour of you, and then an hour of me.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want it.
Now you know my world. Keeping it around might be the better solution,
Son
but...
of a jerk.
Yep.
For me, it always comes down right on my frickin' head. Oh, I don't want that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
okay.
you almost got it.
I forgot that I still had both feathers. I was like, no. Wait until it's entirely hit you and you're already shrinking, and then jump! Okay. That's not ideal. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get, I guess.
So yeah, you've learned my ways. I'll take what I could get. That was my MO.
Okay. That's fine.
I mean, it's not, but...
Really hoping that would work out about 1,000 times better than it did.
I did that move a lot of times, and every time I think I hit him but lost my feather.
So I've managed to do worse.
Yes. Because you didn't even hit him.
Why?
Wow.
Okay.
I don't even know how that happened.
I have no clue what just happened. On my screen, I just had the Mecha Koopa, and then I didn't.
And on mine, you had him, and then he fell out of your arms.
He's just like, I'm out of here.
Yep. not so easy, is it?
Okay. Welcome back to the finest boss in the world.
I thought you were going to say the final go because you're going to beat him this time.
I do like you whip the cape and just nothing happens.
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
sometimes turns around.
Yep. His cape flops a little bit at the end sometimes. Yeah.
That would be the greatest move ever if that's all that it actually did.
Yeah,
like that button was just
yeah.
turn around slightly.
Yeah. Dramatic, like, turn around and cape flutter. Actually, not that dramatic. I don't know what just happened there, but it was successful for you, so...
BAM! That was actually, that whole round was exactly what I intended to happen.
I had that happen on a lot of first rounds.
Toasty cape.
Yep. Hey, get the mushroom.
Alternatively, no. Yeah, it is tricky in this form, the proper anticipation of, like, because he follows you.
Yep. So you have to get between the ball and the propeller every time.
Yep. Well, no, I was more thinking actually
especially
hitting
with
him
the
with
jumping,
the Koopas,
jumping on the guys. Yep. That's where it gets difficult.
That's fine.
Is it now?
It could
I
be.
wouldn't describe your current situation as fine.
That's fine.
Welcome to my world.
This is still fine. Woo! Wee! At some point, I'm gonna have to give up just because we have, like, other things to do today.
Right.
Hello, Boozer. You boozy jerk. Man, if Cape could, even kill the Mecha Koopas,
Yeah.
if not do what you actually want, that would
Because then you could
make
spam
a
it.
different. Yeah, you could at least sort of keep yourself alive.
Yep. Yeah, most of the time the Mecha Koopas aren't a big threat, but there are times when they pin you in a way that you can't really get out of.
Yep.
It's like a pawn beating you in chess. You can be in a situation where that happens, even though the pawn is the weakest.
Yeah. I decided to be risky and keep him alive.
Yep. It's not hard to time this part, so I definitely would have kept him alive more often if I had been in that situation more.
And missed it anyway.
Yep. But at least you had the opportunity.
Yes, okay.
There you go.
I made proper use of it, even.
Yep.
After a lot of twiddling about like an idiot.
Took him a while to drop his first ball this time.
Wow, that was very unfortunate timing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on!
Yep.
That was glorious.
Yep. Although that exact thing didn't happen to me, that exact kind of thing happened to me many times. Oh,
yes!
And you have an extra one.
I don't know about trusting the extra one in this situation, though. You stay over here. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, you don't have a feather this time, so it's harder to time the jump.
No!
It looks like those two flames were closer together than the rest of them.
No, no.
Maybe I typed it in wrong or something.
I'm just really enjoying the effect of pressing jump and then his body just fluttering down. Okay.
Yeah. Teleport up and then flutter down.
Yes, precisely.
That's all you have to do is relearn what the controls mean.
Ah, perfection. Yeah,
this is possibly worse than things like Bloody Trapland. More aggravating than things like Bloody Trapland.
Well, it is partially because it is just quite difficult, and partially because you know it isn't. Like, you know that this is one of the easiest bosses in video gaming history. Okay.
I think the reason some of them might have looked briefly closer together is because they wiggle.
Okay, didn't get the stupid death mushroom. Everything is fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know if you saw, but I played I Want to Be the Guy.
Was it, you mean on stream only?
Well, no, it's I think at least one episode has come out.
I haven't seen that yet, no.
It's actually a very good game. I really enjoy it. What
kind of game is it?
It's like Bloody Trapland.
Oh,
it is the original Rage game.
Ah. See, the thing about those kind of games is... Yeah. The thing about those kind of games is if they're made well... It's meant to be hard, but also you get things because of that. Like the fact that you get to start each level. Like, you don't have to... Checkpoints are usually a little bit more...
Yeah, so I Want to Be the Guy is not particularly nice in terms of checkpoints, but it does a very good job. So, like, the checkpoints are just far enough apart that... Like, boy, does it feel good when you get a checkpoint. Yeah. Like, you feel amazing.
Yep.
Everything is great. What could possibly go right? It's sort of a war of attrition. Like, none of the steps are very hard, but every little mistake, Yep.
It compounds. Like, you can get in a situation where you go from full to nothing really quickly, or you can salvage something, but even when you salvage something, one more mistake like that and you're done.
Yep. Come back here, you jerk.
You're doing my strategy. That's my strategy.
Yes, I duplicated your strategy entirely after discovering that it works.
yeah, it's good because the timing works out.
Here's something that won't help you any. I guess
she is the one that's in captivity.
That's like exactly the argument I was about to make. She's asking for help. She's not suggesting she's going to give you help.
In fact, it may not even be Peach who's trying to give you the mushroom. Maybe the mushroom just
yeah. Or maybe Boozer knows full well that it doesn't help you, and so while he's down in there, he's throwing out a mushroom just to be a boozerly little jerk.
Yep. I remember getting to the 3rd form with 2 feathers once.
About how I'm not doing that.
About how you're not getting to the 3rd form. This form really is the hardest. The problem is I didn't get
You
enough...
always get to the 3rd form in not a good state. Yeah.
And I didn't really get enough practice in the 3rd form anyway. And I don't really understand. I mean, I kind of understand why this form's the toughest. But
I think, honestly, the biggest thing is the following you. Like, following you is
he
so
follows you
annoying.
on the other one, but he follows you quickly on this one.
He doesn't follow you in any of the other
In
forms.
3rd, yeah.
Does
in
he?
the 3rd form he does, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he kind of, he does.
It's just
in
a slow
sense.
follow.
Dang it. That went into the propeller.
Mm-hmm.
No! Well, that's the end of that.
Yep, that's the kind of little tiny mistake.
Yep.
Slightly mistiming the
Death
jump.
by 1,000 pinpricks.
Yep.
Well, I think maybe we both need to...
Yeah, take a break from this game, at least in that mode.
Well, I do feel appropriately evil.
Yeah, well, I didn't... You know, I've known you for a long time, and I've known that you're evil.
Yeah.
But this is a level beyond which I thought was possible.
There is a degree of evil that you didn't realize I could...
So are you playing right now?
Yes.
So you know what's happening? When it disconnects, it's not disconnecting, it's just not connecting.
But it disconnects
Oh no,
when I
okay,
load.
you're fine. Never mind. I thought that you had loaded the state and then started playing and these controls, but then I realized this is going too well for that.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, yes. So you're evil.
Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, do leave a like below. Cheers from Yahweasel.
And have a great day.